Go on. This is Wisdom of Solomon 13:1. Surely vain are all men by nature who are ignorant of Yahweh by Hashem Yahushua, and could not out of the good things that are seen know him that is. Neither by considering the works did they acknowledge the workmaster, but deemed either fire or wind or the swift air or the circle of stars or the violent water or the light of heaven to be the gods or powers which govern the world, with whose beauty, if they being delighted, took them to be gods, let them know how much better the Lord of them is, for the first author of beauty have created them. But if they were astonished at their power and virtue, let them understand by them how much mightier he is that made them.
Making Black Panther, I can't express how much it means to me and the community and my family. Thank you from the very bottom of my heart for all that you've done, for really being a hero that we really need in a time like this. Thank you so much.
Darren, I think there's something wrong with your microphone.
It means to have you step into the role as our king and be holding it with such grace and poise and joy.
That was so great. I think we should get a close-up of that. Let's get a close-up of that right there.
I actually saw it 4 times. I do have...
Shalom. Alright, first and foremost, we want to give all praises to Yahweh, Hashem, Yahushua, Hashem, Kodash, Ma'amah. We want to give a double honors to the elders of Great Millstone, and salutation to you, sincere Akim that's out there living in this truth of sincerity, man. Alright, we here to, prophesy the downfall of America, and also the simplicity that our people, and the mindset that our people are in, man. Alright, casting down strongholds, man, the imaginations, the mindset that they are in, man. Alright, because they love is full of vain thoughts and wickedness, man. Alright.
Alright, this is Hosea, chapter 10, verse 1. Israel is an empty vine, he bringeth forth fruit unto himself. According to the multitude of his fruit, he hath increased the altars according to the goodness of his land. They have made goodly images, their heart is divided. Now shall they be found faulty, he shall break down their altars, he shall spoil their images. For now they shall say, we have no king, because we fear not the Lord Yahweh Hashem Yahushua. What then should a king do to us? Alright, basically he's breaking it down because, Israel has separated themselves from their power and they seeking the king, right? But the things that they put onto themselves are from their riches or their substances, and that's what they base wanting a king on. All right? They don't understand that, we're going through this process as a nation of people to show our kings, our true king, true kings, true power of Yahweh and Yahushua. All right? Just like how during the time of Egypt, when he raised the Pharaoh up to show his true power, right? And so he's doing the same thing to the so-called white man. All right? So you got these people that are worshiping fictional character in Black Panther, saying like, thank you for being our king, and holding that position so humbly. But what position does he have? All right? He has no position as king. He's not the king over us. What can he do for us as a people? Nothing. But act in a movie. What is that? We're still getting gunned down in the street. All right? The majority of our people still don't know who they are. They won't accept who they are. But they accept this African stuff. All right?
I got a quick precept. All right? Just to back you up, This is Jeremiah chapter 4, verse 14. O Jerusalem, watch thy heart from wickedness, that thou mayest be saved. How long shall thy vain thoughts long within thee?
And that's a vain thought right there, all right? That's a vain thought for you to think a movie is going to give you salvation, or a fictional character in a movie is going to give you salvation, all right? That just shows the state of mind that our people are in, all right? They're in a dormant state of mind where they'll seek anything as a king or as a savior. All right.
That's right. Hey, can you grab 2 Thessalonians 10 and 12? And 1 Samuel 8 and 5.
You want the 2 Thessalonians first?
Yeah, kind of.
Which one?
2 Thessalonians 2 and 10.
All right, this is 2 Thessalonians, chapter 2, verse 10.
Right.
Verse 10.
All the way to 12.
And with all deceivableness of unrighteousness, and them that perish, because they receive not the love of the truth.
Right. As the brother read in the beginning, they receive not the love of the truth, man. All right? Because everybody that here, everybody's gonna have a chance to, you know, believe in Yahweh Shai, because the Lord has prophets on the corners, man. The Lord has prophets all over the internet. You know what I mean? So everybody in their life, everybody in this lifetime now, in this age, their ears are most likely gonna hear this word, and they're gonna have a chance at salvation. You know, especially in America. All right, but our people don't want to hear it. Yeah, they turn their ears deaf. So what do? They just like in the ways of old. There's nothing new under the sun. Our people are believing in images and imagination and the creations of man. They're creating their own God. They believe in themselves as God. Everything, the word God means what? Power. So they're looking for power. Our people have lost their power, man. All right. So just kill that John if y'all see it, you know. But it's a mosquito over there, nothing. Got your ass.
Come on.
Go ahead, bro.
That they might be saved.
Right, so they don't believe. So the Lord said what? You know, those that believe in the Lord must believe that He is first, man. You know, and they don't believe in the power. They believe in the white man's power. They believe in things they can see. You know, they don't have any faith. Faith is the substance of things hoped for, the evidence of things not seen. So for them to put an image up in front of our people's face, that's good enough for them. They like, I just take the image. And it's a damn comic book. And you separate it. You got the comic book character, which is a created character by man. There is no goddamn place called Wakanda. You see that? You got people tattooing the shit on their lip, on their face, saying they want to go to Wakanda instead of Jerusalem. You got brothers over there in Africa right now that are teaching that we Israelites. You get what I'm saying? Go ahead, bro. So our people are stupid, man. You still wearing dashikis. You want to be African? Well, put the camera back on me, young brother. So, you know, it's like our people are basically following the one that the Lord set up to be our enemies, the Philistines, the Ethiopians, you know, the Egyptians. All of them were set up to be our enemies. All right? So our people want to be that. Our people have lost their way. They have no leader. Our leaders out in the heavens, they don't have a leader because what? They have become spiritual bastards. They become Gentiles. Why? Because Satan is their father. Scriptures say that. Ye are of your father the devil. You know? Go ahead, brother.
Come on, this is verse 11 of 2 Thessalonians chapter 2.
Right.
And for this cause the Most High shall send them strong delusions.
Right. And that's that strong delusion, man. You know? Why? Go ahead, Doc.
That they should believe a lie.
That's right, because it's a lie that you think this guy is your leader. It's a lie if you think Obama is your leader. You know, the leaders of these people have caused our people to err. You know, look at Martin Lucifer King. Look at old Obama Nation. Now you want to be like these damn stinking behind Africans, man. They got bald-headed women in the damn movie. Got men bowing down to the women in the movie. But y'all want to be African. You want to go back to Wakanda. Some imaginary place. In delusion, in the time of World War III, in the time of your real king's return, and you pray to some goddamn false king, imagination, something that your children watch, a damn comic book. Go ahead, up.
Verse 12, that they all might be damned who believe not the truth, but have pleasure in unrighteousness.
Right, so what does that mean? You damned. What does that mean? Dead, walking upon your feet. Spiritually dead. You're damned. They got y'all, after watching the movies, you're so caught up in the fame, caught up in the philosophies and wine of this world, and the imaginations, alright, and disparity, that you're willing to believe a goddamn comic book. Somebody could draw a fucking comic book character and put Denzel in it, and you'll be praising Denzel next. You see what I'm saying? So our people are seeking a leader. Why? Because our shepherd left. Smite the shepherd and the sheep shall scatter. And that's what has happened to you people, man. That's what has happened. That's why you prayed and you want to be African. You know? That's why you want to be American. That's why you prayed in the damn Black Panther. When that dude sitting home counting y'all money. That's all he's doing. And the only thing he can give you is a hug. That's it. He's like, hey! That's all he got for you. He ain't got nothing for you. He ain't give you a Happy Meal like a toy. You go to McDonald's and get a toy with a Happy Meal. He ain't give you no action figure or nothing. Go ahead. Okay, so that was it, right? Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse 11. Hath a nation changed their gods, which are yet no gods? But my people have changed their glory for that which do not profit.
Right, man. And this is just the tip of the iceberg. These Edomite so-called white men know he know we at the end. He know y'all people looking for your leader to return. He know you coming back to your royal state. But what he said, I'm gonna send you a diversion and push your ass to the left. You know, split the road so your ass to go towards the left still. Finally in that royal spirit, but you choosing a damn African imagination, a comic book that's on the wall in a fucking bodysuit. Head with a fucking helmet on, called Black Panther, and you calling that your king. You gotta think about this stuff, man. When you bowing to it, talking to the fucking wall, you don't even know what you're doing. The Lord got you what? People in derision and delusion. Go ahead, bro.
All right. This is the book of Baruch.
Right.
Chapter 3, verse 27. Those did not the Lord choose, neither gave he the way of knowledge unto them.
Right, so that means the tree of life is still blocked for you people. Alright, he said what? They're going to have access to the tree of life in the last days. Who? His elect. That's Romans 11 and 7. You know, what then? My people, you know, the elect have changed. Can you get that real quick?
I got it.
Yeah, man.
This is Romans chapter 11. Verse 7.
Right, because you seeking for your king. You seeking your power. You want power. That shows you what position you in. What nation around the world do you see that you can put a camera on? No,
Chill out. Go back on the camera, bro.
You know, what kind of people around the world do you know, what nation do you know that is begging out for a king? Let's go to China. Are they begging for a king? Let's go to Korea. Are they begging for a king? Let's go to the white man. Are they begging for a king? They got Trump. And they got the Illuminati. So our people are the only ones that's begging for a king. Out of all the tribes. Negro, Latino, Native Americans. Alright? So they know that. So they put what they do, give you an imaginary king. They still be sheep led to slaughter. Alright, go ahead.
This is Romans chapter 11, verse 7.
Right.
It says, what then? Israel have not attained that which ye seeking for?
Right, you seeking for freedom. You seeking for power. You seeking for royalty. You seeking for your home. You seeking for a king. Your home, you calling Wakanda your home. But I dare you, one of you fools, to go up in the damn corner market and tell one of them Africans you want to go to Wakanda. They're gonna tell you get the hell out of their store. All right, that's why that African on that video, that clip the brother got. He said, what? This reminds me of my people. He said, you played my people. That African knew that this American Negro, this Jake, was not African, man. He was trying to tell him that. All right? That was it.
It says,
keep that in.
it says, but the election have attained it, and the rest were blinded.
Right. That's right. The elect have obtained the truth. They're the ones that's been given the truth to even be able to believe. So that's what you want to be counting them. But what does it start with? It starts with you just watch the goddamn movie, just watch it. You ain't got to bow to nobody. You ain't got to pray to nobody. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to be crying, pushing your children. Now you're an African because of this comic book.
Great interjection.
Go ahead, brother.
This is Galatians chapter 4, verse 26. But Jerusalem, which is above, is free, which is the mother of us all.
That's our motherland. Not dirty Africa, right?
Sticking their hands up, ox butts and all that kind of stuff. That's what our people want. They want all that kind of stuff, you know?
Right, man. And that whole movie was confusion, man. The only thing I liked about that movie was the chariots. And the fact that they had some form of royalty on our people. On Jake, that played the African, though. But we not goddamn African. All you people that got dressed up like royalty, like it was Halloween, to go out and pay for to go see the movie. But you won't get dressed up in the spiritual righteous garments for Yahweh Shem Yahushua and go out to meet him at his return when your life and your soul and your salvation depending on it.
And all y'all people that supported this Black Panther movie, y'all didn't support Birth of a Nation like that when Nat Turner was telling you to kill up them crackers.
Right.
That's our salvation, getting Esau out the way. And that's what Nat Turner was trying to teach. Right? But the movie theater was empty. And that was, if you want to talk about supporting the black community, none of that money is coming back to the black community. At least Birth of a Nation, the whole cast, the producers, the executive producers were all Jakes. Right? But y'all want to talk about this is a push forward for our people to do what? Give more money to the so-called white man who was behind the making of the movie? They gross over millions of dollars and it goes to them? It ain't going nowhere. You watch this movie, people watch this movie 4 or 5 times and their life's going to be cut off. That movie ain't going to be able to do nothing for them. And the crazy part about it, that's a representation of what they are spiritually because their light is turned off.
That's right, man. And your Wakanda king ain't going to help you.
For real.
We said that light.
Yeah, man. I appreciate it. Go ahead,
This is Romans 1:20. For the invisible things of him from the creation of the world are clearly seen, being understood by the things that are made, even his eternal power and Godhead, so that they are without excuse. Because that when they knew Yahweh, they glorified him not as Yahweh, neither were thankful, but became vain in their imagination, and their foolish heart was darkened. Professing themselves to be wise, they became fools, and changed the glory of the uncorruptible power of Yahweh into an image made like to corruptible man, and to birds, and four-footed beasts, and creeping things.
Right, man. And that was idol worship back in the day. And y'all people still doing it today, man. You know, talking to a dead thing.
Panther God.
Yeah, you know, and that's just basically it, man. That was clear. That was clear, man. All right, go ahead. You want to speak on that up?
God.
Yeah.
Well, basically what the brother was just saying, you know what I'm saying? Our people worshiping images, man, making, taking the glory from Yahweh Shem Yahushua, man, and giving it to these idols, man, these, statues and so forth and so on, man.
Right.
Just like we was worshiping the ox, back during the time of Egypt. You know what I'm saying? We built the calf up out on the mountaintop.
That's right.
That's a prime example.
That's right. And even till this day, that spirit of wickedness is still changing images up and putting them in front of your face.
They got the image of the ox at the stock market exchange. In New York, they got a big old bull on the street where all the banks are located at. I think so. Yeah, they got a big old bull.
Yeah, isn't that the sign for Merrill Lynch too?
Yeah.
I'm not sure about
that. I think that's the sign for Merrill Lynch. That same.
It is.
Yeah.
That's right, man. And what's that, Taurus?
This one out there in the museum too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, son.
But anyway, back to the Black Panther though. But Black Panther, these producers, under the producer is a Jake. But you see, Esau let him push that dang on movie. Let somebody put a movie where all the people is black, like Samson. They had one with Samson being black, a so-called Negro, but his family was white. And his brothers were fucking white.
He did have a brother.
You get what I'm saying? I'm talking about even in the one that's on TV. He had a black man with dreads. But when he say locks in the movie Samson, he talking about plaits, hand over hand. And that's really your home. That's really your movie. Samson, that's a movie about y'all. Negroes, Latinos, Native Americans. Alright? They ain't gonna make a movie and put the full truth in it, man. That's why Black Panther, they got royalty, but they ain't give you the truth. Information with disinformation. You ask for a fish, they give you a stone. That's just it, man. In the Samson movie, they told you about the Hebrews, but they didn't give you true images of the Hebrews.
Huh.
You know? You might have to switch in a little while too. Easy.
All right, appreciate it.
Who you got one? Go ahead.
All right, this is Baruch, chapter 1, verse 21. It says, "Nevertheless, we have not hearkened unto the voice of the Lord our God, according unto all the words of the prophets whom he sent unto us.
Right.
But every man followed the imagination of his own wicked heart to serve strange gods and to do evil in the sight of the Lord our God Yahweh."
Right, man, because when you talking to a dang on image, that's sort of like prayer. You know, you're talking to a post, a damn wall, to a stock. You got that?
Yeah.
Go ahead.
This is Jeremiah chapter 2, verse, start at 25. "Withhold thy foot from being unthawed, and thy throat from thirst. But thou sayest, there is no hope."
Right. You hold your throat from thirst. What do you say? If you drink of this water, you will thirst no more. Alright? Go ahead.
"No, for I have loved strangers, and after them will I go. As the thief is ashamed when he is found, so is the house of Israel ashamed."
Right. And once y'all find out, once the Lord shows up, that's Revelations 1 and 7. Somebody get that?
Revelation 1 to 7?
Yeah.
Yeah. This is Revelation chapter 1, verse 7. It says, "Behold, he comes with clouds, and every eye shall see him."
Right. What's those clouds? Chariots. Alright. How are all the eyes going to see him? They're going to see the chariot, alright, and Yahushua. He's not going to project his face around the goddamn world. Go ahead.
And they also which pierced him.
Right. So all eyes going to see him. That means all y'all people that went to the Black Panther thing and worshiping that guy or worshiping that image, you know, worshiping that image that he was acting as, the character, all y'all are going to be what? Found ashamed when he shows up. The whole house of Israel is going to be ashamed, 2/3. Shame going to cover you. And you're going to realize that everything you did was in vain. All your rituals was in vain. All your mocking of the prophets was in vain. Everything you looking for goddamn bald-headed Africans to come save your ass, African women. That ain't going to happen with lasers and shit. Where was you at?
"And all kindreds of the earth shall wail because of him, even so Amen."
Right, you're going to wail. Why? Because you're going to realize the shame. Alright, shame going to cover you. Wisdom of Solomon 5 and 1. Go ahead, bro.
Yeah,
appreciate it.
All right, this is the book of Baruch, chapter 3, verse 28.
Yep.
"But they were destroyed because they had no wisdom, and perished through their own foolishness."
That's right, man. Go ahead, bro. You speak on it.
And that's what's gonna happen, man. Because y'all not dwelling in wisdom, man. Y'all dwelling in your own vain opinions and your own being prudent in your own sight, man. So therefore, you're gonna be destroyed because you're not hearkening on to the prophets. You know what I'm saying? That's out there trying to teach y'all and bring y'all back to y'all Lord and Savior, man.
Go ahead.
All right, this is Mark chapter 16, verse 15. "And he said unto them, Go into all the world and preach the gospel to every creature. And he that believes and is baptized shall be saved, but he that believes not shall be damned."
That is it. He said they are damned by not believing once again. You know? So you got the brothers, you got us here. If you seen this video, and you seen the Apostles video or any of the Akim videos, or if you just read the scriptures, it'll tell you clearly, don't deal with no idols, don't deal with no images. You know? The scriptures tell you what the Lord looks like, so you might have brothers that might draw a paint up an image of the Messiah. But that's just for description, you know, for truth's sake. But we don't take it and bow down to it and talk to the image. You get what I'm saying? We use it out there to show people, hey, this matches up with the scriptures. Alright? But y'all people worship images.